This video is for those people that are already tense or that are scared about the upcoming UTME exam. I know that it's not easy. I know that you've been reading and that it's very, very tough on you, and your parents have expectation for you, and you also have your own expectation. Let me tell you a story. I wrote Jamb 4 times. Yes, 4 times. I wrote Jamb 4 times, and I wrote Jamb in 2014 when it was still paper and pencil. I wrote Jamb 2015, when it is officially just CBT, that all centers use CBT. I wrote Jamb in 2017, and I wrote Jamb in 2018. Whenever I want to write Jamb at that time, I was just so scared because okay, I failed Jamb the first time, the points were not okay, and I still failed the second time, the point was not okay at all. So I know that it's going to be tough for you because you have expectation, you have high expectation for yourself, and your parents or your guardians also have high expectation from you. The first thing I would advise you is to just calm down. You should calm yourself down. UTME is not the first and only exam you're going to write. It's just a stepping stone, and there's nothing like it's the end of the world if you fail the first time. It's very, very okay to fail the first time, and then it's okay to be scared and be feeling like, okay, what if I fail? What if I could not get the perfect score? What if I couldn't get the right score I want, or the course, the average score for the course I want to apply to? It's totally fine. But first of all, you yourself have to be calm. You yourself have to be uh, stable for you to even be able to read well, for you to even be able to answer your exam during the UTME exam. So this is the first tip. Calm yourself down and set up expectation that is not very high. Don't set expectation that is very high, and you know your capacity. So always set up a reasonable expectation. I also want you to know that UTME, it's a multiple choice question, CBT based question or exam. Because of that, you need to have focus. You need to have focus. So if already you are tense, you are not calm, and you lack focus during the examination, you're going to end up either not either submitting early, or you'll be panicked and you won't be able to even answer the exam correctly, or you'll be seeing the questions double and you get confused. So make sure that you are focused. As at the point of the examination, you are very focused, because that lack of focus or that panic is going to affect your overall score. I mentioned earlier that I wrote Jamb 4 times, so, and it's not easy. So what I'm trying to say is I want you to recognize failure. Want you to recognize failure as not a doom, as not something that is very, very bad, or something that is like a death sentence for you. No, you should recognize failure and accept it when it happens, and strive harder the next time. So if you write your first jam and you do not get the perfect score you want, or the score that you got is not the score that is required for the course that you want to apply for, then try again next year. I know that you lost, there's time factor, there is money, there is a lot of things that are involved with failure. But at the end of the day, when you strive harder and work harder on yourself, and you get good score the next time you apply, or the next time you did your UTME exam, then it's going to compensate that first time that you failed. So, and that first time that you failed is going to be like a learning phase for you. So make sure that you accept or you recognize failure. Nobody wants to fail. I understand that. Even when I wrote my first jam, I did not plan to fail. It just happened. So if you find yourself in a situation where you wrote your first jam and you did not get a good score, You're not supposed to, oh, I'm not going to read again. Oh, I'm tired. I'm not going to register for JAMB again. I'm not going to do this UTME shit again. You are supposed to work harder. Okay, let me look at it. What and what did I do wrong? Did I register late? Did I start reading late? What and what did I panic during the examination? So you need to look at what you did wrong and correct them in the next exam that you are going to do. So always make sure that you recognize failure. It's not really a bad thing. It's not the end of it. That okay, I failed this time around. That's the end of it. No. If it happens that you failed your first jam, just work harder for the next time you are registering or the next time that you are doing another jam exam. Another thing is to set realistic goal. If your goal is unrealistic, it's going to be hard for you and you might not make up to that goal that you set for yourself. You know yourself, you know your basics, you know your background right from secondary school. So make sure that you set realistic goal. If you want to apply for economics, let's say, for example, and economics, the average score for economics is 180. So if you should set a realistic goal, not that okay, because the average score is 180, me I will get 350. It's unrealistic. And you know that you are a candidate or you are a student that is struggling even during your WAEC exam or even during your secondary school. Set realistic goal. Okay, since the average is 180, I will get 250 or I will get 220. It's very realistic, it's very doable. But if you said, okay, the average is 180 and you are striving to work with 350 and you know yourself, you are not that good. Also, make sure that you set your goals according to your course. If you want to apply for MBBS and let's say the average score for MBBS is 300, you know that okay, you'll be working with goals like okay, 320, 340, 350, 360, or even, but don't say that okay, because the average is 300, it's just an example. Now your goal is just 400, 390. Your goal is very high. Work with that 360, 350, 340, and you're going to set it's very realistic, it's very doable. But when you're saying that I must get 400 or I must get 390 or I must get 399 or 385, and you know yourself, you're going to weigh a lot of things to set realistic goal. You know the course that you're applying for, you know your background, and you know your capacity right from secondary school. So set realistic goal that you can work with. Another very important tip is to work with past questions and answer. Use JAMB past question and answer as your guide when reading, especially 3 or 2 or even 4 years back. You can work with those and it will help you to see the kind of questions that JAMB set for a particular course, and it's going to prepare your mind. Like even while answering, you can be I know this, I know this, so it's not even hard at all. So that reading JAMB past question is going to prepare your mind that okay, these are the questions. You're going to familiarize yourself with the type of question that JAMB set, and in return, it's going to give yourself like prepare your mind that okay, I can do this. Another very important thing is to pray. But please, prayer amplify your result. Prayer amplify your hard work. Prayer is not the only thing you can stick to. Don't go and be sleeping in the mosque or be sleeping in the church because you want to get 380 in your jam. It's not going to work. You need to work hard. Then pray to God to help you. Then that prayer is going to amplify that your reading, that your hard work that you put into reading for the exam. That prayer is going to work with that. So always make sure that you pray from the beginning that you start reading, and after your reading, you should pray that God should help you. I hope this video make you understand that JAM is not really a very difficult thing to do, and it's not something that you should be tense about. It's not something that you should be scared about, and you should calm yourself down and focus, and you're going to scale through. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.